In honor of Labor Day, my Heritage colleague EJ and Tony put together a solid thread laying out what's under the job market in plain English. In short, Biden's amazing job market, the one bright spot in an otherwise post-apocalyptic landscape of crumbling statistics. Indeed, the running excuse for the recession deniers, the one thing standing between us and the abyss, is smoke and mirrors. Built on between 4 and 5 million Americans who have permanently dropped out of the labor force, leaving some of the jobs to new arrivals, whether by plane or by river, and leaving enough jobs unfilled that the numbers look flattering enough to brag with a straight face. Now, we had known this during the pandemic as millions dropped out of the labor force altogether, but now going on 5 years later, millions are still on the sidelines. Some are living on government benefits, some are running down savings, some are no doubt praying for a miracle. First, the numbers. Unfilled jobs soared during the pandemic as people dropped out of work. They either retired early or they were afraid to leave the house. At one point, unfilled jobs hit 12 million, which was roughly 7% of all jobs in the Republic. That was a record high and almost double the pre-pandemic number. Ever since then, jobs have been either filling in or canceling, gradually draining the shortage so that today we're actually below the pre-pandemic trend in open jobs, while the lost workers are looking increasingly permanent. So first we lost the workers, then we lost the jobs. Bloomberg has been running a bevy of recent articles on this, quote, normalization. Problem is, it's not a normalization, it is a ratchet down. We've lost enough jobs that even the millions who left the labor market aren't missed anymore. Tallying up the numbers, there are 500,000 fewer Americans in the labor force, even though our official population has gone up by 6 million since pre-pandemic. That's official population. According to the BLS, we've lost between 4.5 and 5.5 million workers, depending whether you count payrolls or households. Controlling for those millions, according to EJ, we'd be looking at an unemployment rate right now of 6.3%. And keep in mind, unemployment doesn't soar until well into the recession, so that is coming. To get a typical effect, we can look at the last 25 years of recessions. The 1990 and 2001 recessions both sent unemployment up about 2.5 points, so that would bring us to about 9 today. The 2008 crash sent unemployment up 5 points. So in today's terms, that would be above 11%. And of course, the lockdown fortified 2020 recession sent it up over 11 points. So yes, it gets worse each time. So what's next? The economy right now is crawling on fumes, floated by pandemic-era savings that are about to run out, according to the Fed, along with pent-up demand for cars and houses that are now hitting sky-high interest rates. When the economy turns, jobs will clear out by the million, just as those drained savers are coming back looking for a job. We could essentially get two rivers colliding, jumping the banks as the newly unemployed combine with the long unemployed, all sending millions of Americans and their families scrambling to make ends meet. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.